They were running for their lives, frantically trying to keep their families together amid the mayhem and gunfire, desperately handing over their toddlers to soldiers and strangers, scrambling to get away from the firing and shelling, even as they fled. Many have spent days under fire, trapped in their homes until they realized it was run or die, with the Russians getting closer.
And the soldiers in my city, Russian soldiers. And we're killing people.
Irpin, on the outskirts of the capital, is being relentlessly shelled. And there's no escape, not even for the civilians you can see at the top of your picture, running with their cases to get away. This is an entirely residential area. 2 children and their mother were killed outright. But this area is filled with families, utterly powerless against this attacking army. The bombed bridge connecting Irpin with Kyiv is now a target for the Russian troops. And those trying to escape came under fire several times. The Ukrainian soldiers tried to shoot down drones, pinpointing the positions of the fleeing families. Those rushing to get out are the most vulnerable, who felt too nervous to try to escape until now, when there was no other option. But this route, used by hundreds 24 hours earlier, is now desperately dangerous. And the attackers are showing no mercy.
Well, that was the loudest we've heard. Yeah, we better go out now. There's a lot of incoming now, and it's getting a lot closer.
The Russian military is pushing forward towards the capital and is taking ground, killing and injuring as they do so. And a lot of the casualties are civilians, hurt by shrapnel and mortars fired in heavily populated, built-up areas. Attacking civilians and non-combatants is an international war crime, and multiple families gave us first-hand accounts, many who only just survived themselves.
I was helping people evacuate near the bridge, and I wanted to give some chocolate to a child, and there was a family of 4 there, but only the mother survived. A child, about 13 or 15, was hit by 2 bits of shrapnel in the head and died immediately. All 3 of them died.
President Putin says he's not attacking civilians. What would you say to that?
They're shelling civilians directly, she tells us, not any military place or object. They're shooting at schools, on hospitals. They're shooting everywhere, all the time, for the last 3 days.
What's happened? That's what they've come from.
They show us the damage done to their home and the residential buildings around them and in their street.
When we got out of our home, I saw 5, 6 shells maybe. Every building was destroyed and had been hit.
The stream of people fleeing are traumatized, but many are also angry and full of despair. Putin's a war criminal, she says, the Antichrist. You've been waiting for him, now you've got him. Families have been torn apart in the chaos. They ran into Irpin from a village outside before escaping Irpin too, and they've left elderly relatives behind.
All houses are in fire, and that's all that I can say.
How much destruction is there that you can see in the town centre?
I think all destroyed. There's nothing to help. There's nothing to build or defend. There's nothing.
I came here and I left my parents to die, she tells us. And I told my husband, you've got to go back and bring them here because I can't just leave them to die. But in amongst this suffering and trauma, there are small glimpses of hope. Her 81-year-old mother and father are found. And the family is reunited. How could I live without you, she says. There is incredible heartache and fear, but also an astonishing defiance about these people. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Irpin.